And it's PLB Basketball News back with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to give my Day 4 BBC recap. I know I titled the last video Day 2. It's Day 3. I'm sorry. I got the days confused for some reason. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video talking about Day 4 Beach Ball Classic recap, my thoughts and opinions. And at the time of filming this video, Day 5 is already going on. Final 4 days is kind of what I call it for the winners bracket teams. The first game was between John Marshall, Virginia versus iSchool of Louisville, Texas. iSchool falls in another game. They go to 0-3 in the winter jam. I think they're at 4 straight losses right now for this team, so they're not doing too well right now. Blue Magic is 6-2 on the season. Or John Marshall, and iSchool is 9-6 on the season. They've lost 4 straight, like I said. And John Marshall, their only 2 losses came in the Beach Ball Classic, I'm pretty sure. So 76-60 win for John Marshall, Virginia. Big win for them. They win 7th place in the Winter Jam. Next, Canaan defeats Socastee 97-60. I think this was expected, a pretty big beating after Canaan got whooped by Calvary Christian, Florida. Jarvis Moss had a pretty good game for the Canaan School Cougars, and DJ Nix did as well. And Karen Boyd, he was 8 of 9. DJ Nix 8 of 10, and 10 of 16 for Jarvis Moss. So they played pretty good in this game. And obviously, Socastee, they were not supposed to really win any games in the Beach Ball Classic, and they got beat by Cape Fear Academy today, so they fall to 0-3 in the Beach Ball Classic. Tough. And next game on Tuesday, December 29th was Word of God versus Real Salt Lake. Word of God defeats Real Salt Lake 59-42 in this one. That was kind of a beating, but not as much of a beating as the other ones. Josh Smith, I'm pretty sure he got runner-up MVP or all-tournament first team. One of those. Word of God's 21-4 on the season. They improved to 21-4 on the season, and Real Salt Lake Academy falls to 11-3 on the season. Word of God in the third half kind of pulled away with 20-11 in the third quarter. Next game we have to talk about here is Cape Fear Christian defeats Myrtle Beach 75-48, and Cape Fear Christian got another win today. Well, Myrtle Beach played a ton of players in this game. No player played very well for this team, honestly. I'm just going to be honest. Cape Fear Christian, nobody really played well for this team either, honestly. Yeah, I mean, no team really played great on either team, but Cape Fear Christian really started off the game with a 21-8 run in the first quarter and 17-7 in the second quarter, and it was a little bit closer in the second half. Myrtle Beach started to compete in the second half, but I would assume their starters came out. Next was the third place Winter Jam game, the Baltimore Panthers versus the Winston-Salem Christian Lions. Winston-Salem Christian falls to 9-6 on the season, with Baltimore getting the win. Yeah, no one really played too well for this Winston-Salem team. But for Baltimore, Kyrie Slayton played pretty well. Julian Reese played pretty well. Byron Ireland played pretty well. And Cordis Johnson played pretty well. Overall, Baltimore won 54-42 in that game. Now for the Winter Jam Championship, West Oaks wins it. They beat Combine Academy 69-65. Combine did put up a little bit of a fight towards the end of the game here, but Justin Neely, he scored a ton of points for this team. He had to be their leading scorer in this game. Matt Bewley with 6 from 13. Ryan Bewley 2 of 3. Robert Dillingham 6 of 12. AJ Smith 5 of 17. Both got all first team. Matt Bewley got MVP for the tournament. Justin Neely got first team as well. And yeah, this was overall a really close game, but West Oaks wins it. And now let's go ahead and get to the Beach Ball Classic winners game. First game, Milton defeats Gray Collegiate 77-65 in this game. I don't even think that Milton played their best in this game, honestly. Yeah, I just don't think they played their absolute best, but still won. They improved to 10-2 on the season. Gray Collegiate falls to 8-3 on the season. None really played well. Brendan Gardner for Gray Collegiate, three from 3. Yeah, Timothy Barnes, 4 of 8. Nothing really great from the Gray Collegiate Academy War Eagles in this game. They could have got beat a lot worse, but kind of came back in the fourth quarter, outscoring Milton. Kendall Campbell, 6 of 10, 7 of 17 for Kenna Carlisle, and 4 of 13 for Bruce Thornton. And Brock Bidwell, he didn't do much in this game. I was expecting a little more from him in this game. Now, let's go ahead and go to the next game, which was Greensboro Day versus Bishop Mclaughlin. Bishop Mclaughlin, they just kind of did not play well in this game, if I'm being honest. Playing Shira definitely helped them a lot. Yeah, because they definitely did not play like they did versus Shira in this game. Greensboro Day ends up winning this one. Tyler Lundblade had a pretty good game. Michael, what I don't know his last name, but he played pretty well for this team. Bishop Mclaughlin, no player played well for this team. Really, all the players that played well in the first game kind of disappointed in the second game, honestly. Next is Oak Ridge versus First Baptist. A huge blowout here, 96-60. Oak Ridge wins. Oak Ridge played like a really good team, like a 9-0 team, which I'm pretty sure they are 9-0. They played like a 9-0 team, unlike they did in the first game versus North Myrtle Beach. Now, you could look, yes, they are way better than the other team they played. That's obvious. They played way better than the other team, and it was an absolute beating. Their second string, probably even third string, could have beat this team, honestly. First Baptist is not very good. They got an easier first-round matchup in Cape Fear Academy, and that's kind of how they won their first-round matchup. And, yeah, Oak Ridge played really, really well in this game. It will be Milton versus Greensboro Day tonight at 7 p.m. and Oak Ridge versus Calvary Christian at 8:45 for the winners bracket. I'll get to the other losers bracket. But Archbishop Moeller versus Calvary Christian, definitely the matchup of the day for the Beach Ball Classic. Definitely the matchup of the day. This game was a close one. Archbishop Moeller lost this game due to poor coaching, in my opinion. Their coach let Calvary Christian dribble around for 2 minutes. You can't do that, especially when you're down. And they weren't down by much. This team, they played very well in the first half. Archbishop Moeller did. But then Calvary Christian came out in the second half and played a ton better than they did in the first half, because Calvary Christian was just barely staying in this game and could have got blown out, really. And they're lucky they did not get blown out in this one, and they pulled off the win. Greg Glenn, who was supposed to be their best player on their team, did not play well at all. Started off with 3 traveling calls, which should never happen in high school basketball, honestly. Number 4, Marvell Allen for this team played pretty well. And yeah, Calvary Christian overall played very well. They'll have a big matchup versus Oak Ridge tonight, which will be a good one. And Milton Greensboro Day should be a good one too. So yeah, that's the Beach Ball Classic recap for December 29th. Yeah, that's the recap. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Let's go ahead and look at the schedule for the remaining games today. North Myrtle Beach versus Camden started at 1:45. Let's go and look at the score for that. I'm filming this at 1:58 p.m. So let's just go ahead and look at what's happening in this game. My live reaction, I guess. So it's 9-7. Cannon's winning versus North Myrtle Beach. 5 minutes left, so not much to say there. Gray Collegiate will play Bishop Mclaughlin at 3:30. First Baptist versus Archbishop Moeller. Milton versus Greensboro Day, and Oak Ridge versus Calvary Christian. North Myrtle Beach, Cannon. I think Cannon's going to win that one. Gray Collegiate versus Bishop Mclaughlin. I think Bishop McLaughlin's going to win that one. First Baptist versus Archbishop Moeller. I think, frankly, that's going to be quite a blowout. Moeller will win that one. Milton Greensboro Day. I think Milton wins that one. And Oak Ridge Calvary Christian. I really have no clue who's going to win this game. I think it's going to be a really good one. Depends what Oak Ridge team you see. It depends really what Calvary Christian team you see, because I think if you saw the team that played versus Archbishop Moeller last night, I don't know that they win that one. So yeah, Constellation Championship. Cape Fear Christian is going to be in the Constellation Championship versus the winner of game number 32, which Cannon's leading right now, and I would assume Cannon will win that one. So far today, Shirah won a game actually, defeat in Myrtle Beach 59-57. Cape Fear Academy beat Socastee 64-47. Cape Fear Christian beat Carolina Forest 90-69. I'll give those recaps in tomorrow's video. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Thank you for watching, and peace.